Y'all, I'm on my way to Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, out here in these streets. And one good thing about this coronavirus is that there are less people driving out here. Less people trying to murder me in cold blood with their vehicles. Less people cutting in front of me. And for that, I can appreciate the climate that's being created right now. Just simply for that. There's less motherfuckers out here. I wanted to come in here and deal with a weakness. An issue that I have with black people. An issue I've had with black people now for a while. And that's that coon shit we be on. I call it Coonpassion. Some will call it Compassion. At this point, we must deem it Coonpassion. A lot of us got this Coonpassion for these caves, for these descendants of caves, and we gotta stop. The other day I saw people making a big deal out of racist ass, cave dwelling ass Donald Trump calling the coronavirus the Chinese virus. Right? We saw this happen, people up in arms about it. And I was just confused, especially with black people. I think how we react to things is what I focus on. How we react to social issues is what I focus on personally. I don't give a fuck about what the cave's doing. They're going to look out for each other. That's what they do. When black people decide to come out here and have this compassion for other groups, it confuses me. It bothers me. And then I think about the fact that we talk about us having codes. And particularly one of the codes that I feel as though we should adopt is let other people uplift themselves and look out for themselves the same way they have forced us to do historically. A lot of times we want to be compassionate to other groups because we feel as though that's what we're supposed to do because of Christianity. Now, a lot of this is based on religion. Everybody else that practices Christianity, other groups that practice Christianity, still don't give a fuck about black people. Every other group that practices it. Black people are the only ones who practice Christianity, and somehow to them, that means they're supposed to go out here and jump all in everybody else's fights. When this world was sitting around calling certain diseases African names, nobody said a thing. There was no outcry. There was nobody being called racist for it. It was nothing. It was regular. Well, you just disrespecting Africans and their people. We ain't worried about that. Even the fucking Christians. White Christians don't give a fuck when they in there celebrating their white Jesus in them caves. They don't give a fuck about what's going on with you. You couldn't get black Christians right now couldn't go out here and convince white Christians to fight against racism. You would get nothing. The caves don't give a fuck. Nothing in that Bible is making them do what's righteous. But black people, though, who are already naturally compassionate, religion doubles down and makes it even more problematic. Asians, the DOC, this is really what they are. They're just descendants of caves. These motherfucking white Asians don't give a fuck about you. They've shown it too many times. How they have treated black people. How they have sit around and snickered at racist jokes that the caves make about black people. At racist comments that the caves make about black people. At black people being told that we need to forget about slavery, pull ourselves up, fuck the racist institution that is being waged against us. Matter of fact, it doesn't even exist. Black people making this shit up in our fucking minds. That's the same shit that the Asians say to black people. But the Chinese virus, well, that's just too much. Donald Trump said it originated in China. I want to make sure that we getting this shit accurate, because there's words or the word is being put out that American soldiers, 3Ks, don't get this shit fucked up, Incorporated soldiers were spreading disease. He said, I'm not gonna let that be what's going on out here. Now, I don't agree with Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a representative of America. 3Ks don't get this shit fucked up, Incorporated. He is a motherfucking racist. He's not my guy. All right? He is a cave dwelling motherfucker who don't give a fuck about fighting racism. Therefore, he couldn't be my guy anyway, right? But do I have a fucking issue with him calling it the Chinese flu? No. Or the Chinese, virus? No. I don't give a fuck what he called it. I gives no fuck. Ebola, Zika, they do anything they want to our people. Do you think I'm about to stand up with Asians, try to save Asian businesses as they're losing revenue right now during this pandemic? I've been seeing black people be real compassionate, even being compassionate for Italy. Something is wrong with black people. Why the fuck are you standing for Italy? Why are you caring about fucking Italy? The Italian has dwelled in their caves, eating their motherfucking spaghetti, eating their goddamn pizza, and haven't gave a fuck about black people and nothing that black people are going through at any point, anywhere in this world. They ain't gave a fuck. To this day, they don't give a fuck. But black people, because of this Jesus, because of this religion, and because of our natural nature, just how we are, we have all this compassion for all these other groups of people, but have zero compassion for each other. That's how I know the Coonpassion is a program. That's all the evidence I need. The Coonpassion isn't natural to us. Us being a compassionate people is. But us not being compassionate to each other, giving a fuck about each other, that has to be a program. There's no way we can be compassionate for everybody else, but not for each other. Not on purpose, not naturally. So we need to check ourselves. Understand social engineering. If you feel inclined to have to even feel like you even have to put on airs for people because you're around an Asian motherfucker, a DOC, that's all they are, and you feel pressure to even be fake compassionate, fuck that shit. They don't fake it for you. Don't nobody fake it for you. The Italian don't fake it for you. Nobody fakes anything for you. Nobody gives a fuck what you think. Nobody gives a fuck about you dying in these motherfucking streets. Nobody gives a fuck about what you're going through. Nobody. That's not racist, me saying that. These are facts that you can observe in this society, and if you pay attention to history, it's been here. But yet, you compassionate. Black people, one of the most difficult things, this motherfucker, hold on, y'all. This motherfucker in this big ass orange truck just about hit me. And guess what? He's a fucking Asian in the motherfucking caves. His Asian ass just about took me out. I had to move over. I had to move the fuck over. Now I don't see a whole lot of Asians driving trucks. This motherfucker ran up out the cave just trying to take me out. I had to go around his ass. I had to get out of my lane because he was drifting into my motherfucking lane. How ironic is that? Must have knew I was talking about his bitch ass. But black people, we need to have codes. And I know we talk about these codes, but they're not implemented. Ain't nobody really trying to implement a code and not really being clear about certain codes. And here is one that I feel as though we're going to follow a code. When social issues are going on, black people need to be on one motherfucking footing. We need to be unified on this. We don't come out here and cape for other groups of people. Based on the simple fact that nobody comes out here and capes for us. It's simple. You could just be, give a fuck about yourself, love yourself, have self-love. And if ain't nobody standing up for you, why the fuck would you stand up for them? Why are you giving a fuck about what they're going through? Make them earn your compassion as opposed to just giving it. The same way y'all talking about making Democrats earn your votes. It's the same thing you need to do we all need to do with our compassion, with our awareness, with bringing awareness to certain things, with who we give our, what issues we give our advocacy to. These things need to be earned. Motherfuckers gotta earn me to hashtag your situation, me to talk about your situation, or for me to have compassion about your situation. Motherfucker, you gotta put some work in. This may be corny, but Janet Jackson said, "What have you done for me lately?" These motherfuckers ain't done nothing for us at all. Nobody gives a fuck about what we going through. We need to make these other races of people earn our compassion as opposed to just giving it. I don't give a damn what you think your Jesus said. I don't give a damn. Because the same Jesus you praying to is not inspiring his other followers to give a fuck about you. No, he ain't touching them like that. No, they're not catching the Holy Ghost like that. Y'all use this religion to be fucking ignorant. To not even put yourself first. And your excuse is, well, Jesus would care about all them people dying off in Italy. Jesus would care about the racism against these Asian peoples and their businesses losing revenue. Jesus would care. When the fuck is Jesus gonna care about you? And you're talking about what Jesus would do, right? When the fuck Jesus gonna care about black folk? This is no excuse for us to continue to operate and function like this on a really alive and very public scale. Social media. This is where I'm seeing it. This is where it can be shown. These coons are out here making this struggle even more difficult. This is why coons are so problematic. Because they make us all look like we crazy. Because they have the largest amount of motherfuckers. Coons make up 99% of black people. That's my number. I didn't go to the CDC or, no study. This is what, based on my own observation, 99%. And I would debate that with anyone. 99% of black people are either aware or unaware, just programmed as coons. That's just what it is. We spend too much time trying to be humanitarians, showing compassion to other groups. All the while, everything that we go through, other groups turn their motherfucking back, sit in their goddamn caves and kiki their way through it. Talk about how much we deserved whatever treatment that we're getting. But every time something happened to them, here we come with our motherfucking capes on. Talking about some damn Jesus. Looking like fucking fools. But that's all the fuck I want to say, y'all. Y'all let me know what the fuck y'all think about this. Am I talking crazy? Because I see this Coonpassion shit running around here. I don't have it. Because I killed the motherfucking coon in me. I ain't gonna have that motherfucker running around controlling my thoughts and behaviors when I see how people treat black people. There's no way. There is no way. And even you black Christians, you have to see. You have to see this shit. Nobody gives a fuck about you. What you go through. If your businesses start losing money, you think groups of Asians and white folk gonna come and be like, we're not gonna let these black businesses be affected. We're gonna support them. Never. Never. I would argue you can't even get goddamn whites and Asians to even support no black businesses. Like, what the fuck? Like, come on, man. Chinese flu. I seen somebody, some Asian DLC ho was mad that somebody called it Kung flu. I thought that was funny. That's where it came from. God damn it, y'all want to sit over there and eat bats? You gonna goddamn carry your L. Fuck you mean? What the fuck do you mean? And I'm black. It ain't my motherfucking fight. I don't give a fuck. And I think we should all be in that same mindset. Fuck passing around this goddamn Coonpassion for all these other motherfucking groups. And these goddamn coons, I'm on their motherfucking head because I'm tired of them representing us and making it seem like we out here, like we all thinking the same way. Hell no. Coons are one of the main reasons we can't move forward. So we gotta deal with them. We gotta call their motherfucking ass out. Y'all comment if you feel need to comment. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Links to follow me on social media in the description box. Black first, second, and third. Shout out Team Rob. Y'all already know what the fuck it is. I'm out.